yesterday's trade, it was their worst drop since September 2022. And what triggered this fall? The question, in fact, should be who triggered this fall? And the unanimous answer is President Donald Trump. Yesterday, we told you about the fear of recession in America. Many experts believe the U.S. could enter a recession this year. So President Trump was asked about it, about whether he thinks there will be a recession. And Trump, uncharacteristically, refused to rule out the possibility.
Are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America.
I'm probably the only person online who shares every single one of my trades completely for free. I live stream.
It's very big.
There we go.
We're bringing wealth back to America.
A period of transition. That's how President Trump described it. The question, as you saw, was simple and straightforward. Are you expecting a recession this year? Trump could have just said no and avoided the market Armageddon. Instead, he gave an ambiguous response, and that is something that investors hate.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, YAHAWAHSHI'S, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And as it shows here, the U.S. stock crashes at 1.7 trillion, lost amid recession and fears. And this was on March 11th, so, well, this was put on March 11th, so this had probably happened March 10th, maybe March 9th. And comments ain't looking too happy. A lot of people ain't looking too happy. And this is further proof of you putting your faith into the society. This is what you get. Now, and Trump stirred up a lot of shit just like he was before. So this, again, this is just getting more interesting. So even with the comments, people getting pissed off, some of them scared. It's, and we're gonna imagine what he's gonna do next, what he's gonna be allowed to do next, I should say, because this is still just another way of, you know, steadily collapsing the economy, which is going to happen regardless. I mean, people thinking, oh, if we get him out of office, it's going to be better. No, because even before Trump got back in office, Biden was doing the same thing as well. So Obama also ran it up even higher. So yeah, get ready, because each president you put in there is going to get worse and worse. So this is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And that's what happens. Because with a lot of the money that's, I mean, hell, Trump just took away a lot of employees from the federal jobs. So you're going to imagine the state jobs or the regular jobs that's going to be taken away too. Now now the debt went up even higher. Now they're going to have to do, now they talking about recession. So you can expect some changes. And by some, I mean a lot. So it says the grinders cease, which means a lot of jobs are going to be taken, right? A lot of people's already darkened, people miserable, angry, because no matter what happens, every year it just gets worse and worse. And they try to think, oh, a new year is going to be a good thing, or the next president is going to be the best thing. And that's not the case. The false illusion just digs people deeper in the hole. And he's just digging it right for you people. That was a comment on there that says, he that digs the hole for everybody else falls in it himself. In this case, not really, because everybody else just fell for the bait of thinking that this place is going to last, and that's what's going to, and think that's what's supposed to happen, that this place is going to last forever. No, he dug the ditch right straight for you people. The only difference is Esau dug a hole for himself when it came to what he done to us, to the Lord's people. That's the hole he's digging. So all this is going to spiral back against him, because each thing that Esau does is a tally against him of the sentence he has to serve. But for the rest of you people, y'all playing the part of being in the hole already. And he just digs it deeper to a point a lot of y'all won't make it out. It's just only the hopeful elect that the Lord wakes up that's going to be able to climb out of there. Right? So I wanted to take a look at this debt clock. Right? I'm going to show some other ones. Probably just the main two I want to get to the point, because right here, as you can see, all of that's already stopped except for one, which would be the dollar supply added. All right. But when we go to the main amount, right here, the U.S. total debt clock, 102 trillion. That was just at 68 trillion, I believe, November, December. And so with the 1.72 added, so it went up some more. Right here, the 102 trillion. And then, of course, they added the Doge clock, which is already at 222 billion, I believe. Yeah, 222 billion. So they could add that stuff on there. So there's some that's already stopped. But yeah, imagine when all this, actually, just looking at how hard all this already is, that bubble's going to burst eventually. But what happens? But you can only imagine what happens when it does burst. That when all these numbers stop as a whole, everybody's going to flip out, because that's when they're going to announce that the U.S. dollar has crashed. Then that's when the major prophecy kicks in with the MTOB. But before then, people want to lose their minds, go around eating people, because this is when you know that, just like Rome, everything is lost. There is no more Popeyes. There is no more TV. No more your politicians. Nothing that keeps these people's attentions. All that's going to be wiped away. Right? So this is Psalms 34 and 21. It says, "Evil shall slay the wicked." And see, especially since Esau is very evil, he's slaying these people left and right. Especially when martial law gets implemented. Our people and the rest of these people here pretty much fucked, basically. Excuse the language, but that's basically what it is. And we keep reading. It says, "And they that hate the righteous shall be desolate." So, because a lot of people hated us for this truth, speaking what was going to happen, and they didn't listen, they're the ones that's going to be desolate. Because there won't be, were you those Israelites that spoke, pretty much predicted all this? We don't know you. I can't say it was me, because hey, if you heard them, you should have listened to them. But guess what? This is what it is. Your fate has been sealed, just like our fate has been sealed. That's why we fight this, gain hopefully to be bestowed that salvation, and not be like the rest of these 2/3, right? So be prepared for the hope that you had be thrown out the window just like that. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. With that, shalom.